Hey, what's going on, you guys? My name is The Raptor, and I don't even know if making this video is the most necessary, to be honest. There's already been so much discourse surrounding this topic. The things that are most relevant to me and the people that watch my videos have so much uncertainty surrounding them right now. But I feel like I have to say something because this is something that's very important to me, and I can't not make my support and my feelings about everything known and clear. Even if no one ends up watching this video, I gotta do it. To get one thing straight, outside of Death Battle and a little bit of Ruby and some other things here and there, I did not personally consume that much Rooster Teeth content. However, I know a lot of people did, and I know not everything that was under the Rooster Teeth umbrella is gonna keep going now, which is heartbreaking. I am very sorry to everyone who is or who might be losing one of their favorite shows, but I'm even more sorry to all of the former Rooster Teeth employees who have now lost their jobs and were completely blindsided by this news. You know, it puts a lot of people in a really awful situation, and it sucks how common this kind of thing is becoming, where a media company can just get shut down and everyone loses their jobs out of the blue. I don't know the vast majority of all these employees by name, obviously, but I am very sorry to each and every one of them, and I hope that everything works out for them as best it can. You know, I want to get out of the way first and foremost because these are real people we're talking about, and that's what's most important. Now let's talk about Death Battle specifically. Again, there is a lot of uncertainty at this point in time, that being early to mid-March in case you're watching this in the far future. Ben Singer did state that the YouTube channel is not going anywhere, and other crew members have made comments of reassurance, statements of reassurance. But in terms of the series itself and the series as we know it right now, we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. And while I do kind of blame people for jumping to conclusions, whether those conclusions are positive or negative, I don't blame people for worrying about this and not being able to contain their worry very well. Because this is a scary thought, and it would be unreasonable to say it's not to any hardcore Death Battle fan. Especially considering how closely tied Death Battle was to Rooster Teeth, particularly in terms of funding, this does throw things into jeopardy. Smart, clear decisions are gonna have to be made if there's any hope for this show moving forward. The Death Battle team is working really hard to explore all possibilities for what that could look like. There's obviously the idea of them doing it independently, but considering how much funding they were getting while under a larger company and the level of quality that their stuff is at nowadays, I don't think we can assume that that's an easy fix. There is the money they were getting from YouTube views and YouTube memberships and all that, but we know that that's not where all the money was coming from, not even close. And even if they could make it work, their production value would almost certainly go down by a big margin, which, is better than nothing, but not everyone is going to stick around for that. If they did get bought out by another sizable company, it would at least give them more money and more short-term stability. Maybe not as much money, it depends, and maybe not long-term stability, considering what's happening right now, but it would at least be the easiest way to try to seamlessly pick up from where they left off, assuming that they get a similar amount of freedom to work on the show and do whatever they want on the show as they did before, which, I'd like to think they would, but we'll have to see about that. And Death Battle as a series is a moneymaker. They've proven that consistently, but the interests of a new potential parent company may not line up with acquiring it for one reason or another. I'm gonna be real, there's just a lot of behind the scenes stuff that a lot of us just won't ever know about, which is frustrating, but it's the truth. I'm not here to shit on Warner Brothers, okay? They deserve it, but that's not what I want to spend my time doing. I'm here because I have such an undying love for this show, which should be no secret to anyone at this point. I've been watching it for 10 years, and I have clearly devoted a lot of time towards it. Like, look on my channel, too much time, way too much time. And especially as a former media student, I have such a strong appreciation for every little thing that goes into making a show like this, and season 10 of course blew me away like nothing had before. And I'm so appreciative that there's so many people who work on this series that are so passionate about making this kind of stuff, and they have delivered something that is so good that is, one, taken for granted by so many people, and two, has allowed me to push past the worst parts of this community and embrace the best parts. Like you guys watching this video. It's gonna take a long time for things to start moving up again, if they even do. I'm inclined to believe that things will end up working out in one way or another eventually, but, you know, again, we can't assume or guarantee anything. The main thing I know for sure is that I am not going to lose hope. I have been spending my entire time on YouTube just pushing back against the negativity as much as I can, making sure it doesn't fucking swallow me whole or anything, and I'll be damned if this is where that stops. I love this show so much. I have met so many great people thanks to it. I have grown as a media producer in my own right thanks to it. I have so much to be thankful for this show existing, more than I think I even realize. And if anyone on the Death Battle team is somehow watching this video, I just gotta say thank you so much for all of your hard work, for all your crazy dedication, for everything that you've done. I promise you it did not go unnoticed. I hope the show can continue, but even if it can't, I hope that you're doing okay, and I hope that you can continue doing stuff that you are passionate about. Because at the end of the day, that's what matters. In terms of this channel, I do still plan to make videos related to Death Battle in appropriate ways. I don't want to disappear just because of something that could happen. It'll probably feel weird for a lot of people, myself included, and my upload schedule might not be as consistent, but I still want to make videos. As for if Death Battle does die, I'm not sure. At that point, I would probably take a step back from the channel for a little bit at least, and then decide if, when, and how I would come back. I love this channel, and I love you guys, but I would need to see if making a pivot like this would be worth it. But again, I don't want to talk like this is going to happen because we don't know until we know, so I'm going to proceed with business as usual for now, and I hope everyone else can do the same, and mostly keep their spirits up. So that's it for the video. Thank you all so much for watching. This is a weird time, I know, but at least for overthinkers like me, the uncertainty will be over eventually. I just really hope it breaks our way. All I can say now is try to stay positive, be nice to each other, and wish the crew good luck. And once again, best wishes to everyone who's being affected most by this absolute insanity. See you guys later.